Pocklington Canal comes in here at Cottingwith Lock and goes on up through Storewood, over a couple of bridges there, and then on the Hag Bridge, which is quite a busy road. And then there's Garden Lock, a couple of swing bridges, and then a couple more bridges, and then after swing bridge number 7 you've got Melbourne Arm. So this is Cottingwith Lock, and we just come through there today, and we moored up just over there on the lock landing. We pulled forward a little bit, so if anything does come down or up, there's space for someone to get on there to operate the lock. But I don't know, it's just so quiet here. We don't really expect to see anybody really. But it's really peaceful. Looking forward to spending a few days here, hopefully in the sunshine. This is the towpath on the Pocklington Canal, just above East Cottingwith, so this is looking in direction towards Melbourne, and you can just see the canal over there, and then this way is down towards East Cottingwith. So yeah, it's just there's a path here, but it's quite long grass on it, but it's okay just for a bit of a walk. Seems to be loads of this plant around as well, this area. I think it's rose hip. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, maybe it's just it's all come out now throughout the country, but just see that there's quite a lot of it around here. So we stayed overnight last night at the lock landing at Cottingwith Lock, and we was going to stay there another night, but it got suddenly quite busy. There was a boat came up this morning, and then there was another boat which is usually resident at Melbourne. They came down, so we decided we was going to move on anyway. So just meant we made a decision and we got off a bit earlier. So here we are now. We're just heading up towards the first swing bridge. We're just approaching our mooring for the night. This is the first swing bridge, and hopefully we can just moor up on this little pontoon for the swing bridge here for the night, and we won't be anybody's way, and then we'll move on tomorrow.
Here we have Mr. Wakeford operating a swing bridge. Not something he does that often, to be honest. But the journey down to here has been hard work. It's quite shallow, lots of weed. Beautiful location, beautiful countryside. You can see the path of where we've come through, including the islands. So we're just going to go through the swing bridge and moor up the other side, because we don't want to do much more today. Looks like it's hard work, this swing bridge as well. I'm glad I'm not doing it. Oh yeah, it's getting his back into it. Glad you're doing it.
Swing bridge number 1. Swing bridge number 2 is just up there past that green building with that silver hopper thing. We're just down here. Just so peaceful here. It's just like a wild meadow really, and I've only just mown this today through here, so it was quite overgrown earlier, but quite a nice little path now. You poser. You poser, aren't you? You're colourful, aren't you? Another wildlife lesson we've had in the last 2 days. Seen a partridge. Well, I think it's a partridge, that's what we reckon it is anyway.
It's not in the pear tree.
And it's not in a pear tree, it's on the gatepost. But he's rather noisy. He, she. It's Wednesday the 15th of June and still on the Pocklington Canal, and as advised by a gentleman we met yesterday who's been on this canal for 35 years or more, he was saying that best thing to do is to get going from the swing bridge, that's the one just behind us just there, and go up through the 2 swing bridges to the lock, and try and do that before 8 o'clock, before 9:30 in the morning. Because as it gets warmer, the sun heats the water, and the weed that's sunk to the bottom comes up, and then that's when it gets stuck in your prop, which is what happened to us yesterday. So I ended up going down the weed hatch yesterday afternoon and put my arm down and getting all this horrible slimy weed off the prop, which just stops it from moving. And we're actually sort of slowing down now, even as I say that. So I'll just give you a bit more revs. And I'll just show you the weed behind us. So you can see it there, all just churning up and being chopped up by the prop, and it's quite slow progress. But apparently it's only about a mile of this, and then we get the other side of the lock. I'm not sure, I think it's called Garden Lock. And we walked up there yesterday, and it didn't look too bad. Once you get up there, it's not so bad. So we'll just see how we go. This is the sort of stuff there, this like light green slime on the top. That's the sort of stuff that really gets stuck around your prop, and it just vibrates like mad, and you lose all forward motion. Okay, just up there, the other side of this willow tree on the first swing bridge of the day. This is swing bridge number 2, and the K waving there, and a lovely big house here. What we understand, this is let out as a holiday let, so great for a big family.
Here we are on the Pocklington Canal, and it's extremely slow going. As you can see, this nasty stuff is holding us up quite a lot, so we're sort of on quite high revs and not going anywhere very fast. the one day I'm going to drop this. So this gets stuck around the prop, and then somebody has to go down and put it up. So at the minute we're actually following the channel that the boat left yesterday on his way down. So apparently this is slightly better, but I wouldn't like to see it when it's bad. So yeah, this just looks like green slime. Now Sienna would have loved this when she was younger, because it does look like the slime that she actually used to make and play with. Either that or it's dinosaur vomit. Could be that, I suppose. And the dinosaur vomit.
Dinosaur vomit.
So that's how clear the water is. That's actually about 8 inches underneath the water. You can see it's plain as anything. You can see the fish and all sorts, but of course I can't actually get one at the minute. But hopefully we'll get some later. More fishies! What a little dishes! When the boat comes in.
There's a barn owl just coming along here. 10 to 9 in the morning. Looks like he's got something for his breakfast. It's like a little mouse or something, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. There he goes. So we're just going to Hag Bridge, and so he's not really getting a move on at the moment. But there's not much weed here. This is the only lock we've got to do today. This is garden lock, and it's also got a swing bridge in the middle of it, and you need one of these watermate keys to undo it, because you've got a chain around the wheel. So with both chains unlocked, we can now turn the paddle. Easier said than done. Okay, just coming into Garden Lock and also swing bridge number 3. Just got up to swing bridge number 6. We had to get up from the front up there. So we couldn't use the mooring for the bridge because there's a family of swans and cygnets over there. You'd have to try and get past them to do the bridge. So we managed to avoid that. Alright, not coming any closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8, yeah. They're probably going survival them as well, aren't they? They're big now, aren't they? So here we are moored at Melbourne Basin. Pocklington Canal Society run their trips from here, and they've got lots of things to buy, and they've got a trip boat. So this is the trip boat New Horizons, which goes from Melbourne Basin, and today it's taking some guys out from the, I think it's the North York Moors Railway Association. So they've taken 2 trips out today.